Hey humans, and welcome to Read to Me, Matt Dunn. I'm Matt Dunn, and this is Gomorrah. And I'm going to read to you. So, we are reading Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. We are on chapter 13. Oh, it's getting really good. We all are going to love this chapter. I know it. Last chapter was pretty good. This chapter is pretty good too, I'm sure. Chapter 13. "I hope, my dear," said Mr. Bennet to his wife, as they were at breakfast the next morning, "that you have ordered a good dinner today, because I have reason to expect an addition to our family party." What do you mean? What do you mean, my dear? I know of nobody that is coming, I am sure, unless Charlotte Lucas should happen to call in. No, and I hope my dinners are good enough for her. I do not believe she often sees such at home, for she has a boil on her forehead. She's ugly, but it's okay. I'll still make her dinner. The person of whom I speak is a gentleman. And a stranger. Ooh. A gentleman stranger. Weird. Mrs. Bennet's eyes sparkled. Oh, yes, she thought. Finally, I'm getting rid of this guy. I'm getting a new guy. And he's like, no. It's for the daughters. And she's like, oh, yeah. I'm already sacked with you. Just kidding. Anyway, Mrs. Bennet's eyes sparkled. A gentleman and a stranger? Wait, do you mean one dude or two guys? A gentleman and a stranger? It is Mr. Bingley, I am sure. Why, Jane, you never dropped a word of this, you sly thing. Well, I am sure I shall be extremely glad to see Mr. Bingley, but good Lord, how unlucky. There is not a bit of fish to be got today. Lydia, my love, ring the fucking bell. I must speak to Hill this moment. We need fish. Are you okay? You alright? You're looking like you want to get down. You want to get down? She wants to play with the other dogs and such. It's alright now. You can stay if you'd like. After amusing himself some time with their curiosity, he thus explained. About a month ago, I received this letter, and about a fortnight ago, I answered it. For I thought it a case of some delicacy and requiring early attention. It is from my cousin, Mr. Collins, who, when I am dead, may turn you all out of this house as soon as he pleases. Oh, shit. What, do you want to get down? Want me to rotate this for you? Rotate. No? Okay. You want to get down? You want to be up here? You want to be over here? You want to be on my lap? Come here. Oh! Okay. Good girl. As he pleases. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if I can do this. Oh my. Sorry about the noise. "Oh, my dear," cried his wife, "I cannot bear to hear that mentioned. Pray do not talk of that odious man. I do not think it is the hardest thing in the world that your estate should be entailed away from your own children, and I am sure if I had been you, I should have tried long ago to do something or other about it." This fucking wife of his. Jane and Elizabeth attempted to explain to her the nature of an entail. Away from your own... No, wait. They had often attempted it before, but it was a subject on which Mrs. Bennet was beyond the reach of reason, and she continued to rail bitterly against the cruelty of settling an estate away from a family of 5 daughters in favor of a man whom nobody cared in favor of a man whom nobody cared anything about. It certainly is a most inquisitous affair, said Mr. Bennet. "Ha ha, it is inquisitous. And nothing can clear Mr. Collins from the guilt of inheriting Longbourn. But if you will listen to his letter, you may perhaps be a little softened by his manner of expressing himself." "No, that I am sure I shall not, and I think it was very impertinent of him to write to you at all, that little fuck, and very hypocritical. I hate such false friends. Why could not he keep on quarreling with you, as his father did before him?" Why indeed? Why? He does not seem to have some filial scruples on that head, as you will hear. And now he's going to read the letter. Hunsford, North Westerham, Kent, 15th October. Dear Sir, the disagreement subsisting between yourself and my late honored father always gave me such uneasiness. And since I have had the misfortune to lose him, I have frequently wished to heal the breach, but for some time I was kept back by my own doubts, fearing lest it might seem disrespectful to his memory for me to be on good terms with anyone with whom it had always pleased him to be at variance. There, Mrs. Bennet. There, I guess, brackets. There, Mrs. Bennet. My mind, and then back to the letter, end brackets. My mind, however, is now made up on the subject. For having received ordination at Easter, I have been so fortunate as to be distinguished by the patronage of the Right Honourable Lady Catherine de Bourgh, widow of Sir Louis de Bourgh, whose bounty and beneficence has preferred me to the variable rectory of this parish, where it shall be my earnest endeavour to demean myself with grateful respect toward her ladyship, and be ever ready to perform those rites and ceremonies which are instituted by the Church of England. As a clergyman, moreover, I feel it my duty to promote and establish the blessing of peace in all families within the reach of my influence. And on these grounds I flatter myself that my present overtures of good will are highly commendable. and that the circumstances of my being next in the entail of Longbourn estate will be kindly overlooked on your side, and not lead you to reject the offered olive branch. Get it? Peace. He wants peace. Oh my God, I am only halfway through this fucking letter. I cannot therefore be otherwise than concerned at being the means of injuring your amiable daughters, and beg leave to apologize for it, as well as to assure you that my readiness to make them every possible amends. But of this hereafter. If you should have no objection to receive me into your house, I propose myself the satisfaction of waiting on you and your family Monday, November 18th by 4 o'clock, and shall probably trespass on your hospitality till the Saturday scene nightfall, which I can do without any inconvenience, as Lady Catherine is far from objecting to my occasional absence on a Sunday, provided that some other clergyman is engaged to do the duty of the day. The duty of the day. I remain, dear sir, with respectful compliments to your lady and daughters, your well-wisher and friend, William Collins. At 4 o'clock, okay, that was the end of the letter. So, at 4 o'clock, therefore, we may expect this peacemaking gentleman, said Mr. Bennet as he followed up the letter. He seemed to be a most conscientious and polite young man. Upon my word, I doubt not will prove a valuable acquaintance, especially if Lady Catherine should be so indulgent as to let him come to us again. He's been there already? Isn't that what again means? Okay, I'm lost. Where the fuck am I? Anyway, let's continue. There is some sense in what he says about the girls, however, and if he is disposed to make them any amends, I shall not be in the person to discourage him. Though it is difficult, said Jane, to guess in what way he can mean to make us the atonement he thinks our due. The wish is certainly to his credit. To his credit. To his credit. Let me have some laughter, and then we shall continue this credit talk. What's up, Snugglebutt? Oh, are you moving my camera? Her fanny, shall we say, Fanny is on the camera because she's sprawled out. She'd rather be on the floor than my lap. She's so finicky. Gamora. Hey, Gamora. Hey, Gamora. Hey. Hey. Come on, uppity, uppity. Uppity, uppity. Good girl. She's back. You good? Yeah. Now I'm going to finish the book, okay? Remember, we talked about credit. Elizabeth was chiefly struck with his extraordinary deference for Lady Catherine, and his kind intention of christening, marrying, and burying his parishioners whenever it were required. He must be an oddity, I think, said she. I cannot make him out. There is something very pompous in his style. And what can he mean by apologizing for being next in the entail? We cannot suppose he would help it if he could. Can he be a sensible man, sir? Can he be a sensible man, comma, sir? Question mark. No, my dear, I think not. I have great hopes of finding him quite the reverse. There is a mixture of civility and self-importance in his letter, which promises well. I am impatient to see him. Impatient. In point of composition, said Mary, his letter does not seem defective. The idea of the olive branch, perhaps, is not wholly new, yet I think it is well expressed. To Catherine and Lydia, wait, no, this is not talk, so this is just regular descriptive dialogue. Descriptive text. To Catherine and Lydia. Neither the letter. Wait, I'm still reading it like a narration. Whoa! Back off. Let's just get it on. To Catherine and Lydia, neither the letter nor its writer were in any degree interesting. They didn't give a fuck. It was next to impossible that their cousin should come in a scarlet coat, and it was now some weeks since they had received pleasure from the society of a man in any other color. As for their mother, Mr. Collins's letter had done away with much of her ill will, and she was preparing to see him with a degree of composure which astonished her husband and daughters. Mr. Collins was punctual to his time, and was received with great politeness by the whole family. Mr. Bennet indeed said little, but the ladies were ready enough to talk, and Mr. Collins seemed neither in need of encouragement nor inclined to be silent himself. He was a tall, heavy-looking young man of 25. His air was grave and stately, and his manners were very formal. He had not been long seated before he complimented Mrs. Bennet on having so fine a family of daughters. She... No, she. Ignore that word. I didn't say it. Said he had heard much of their beauty, but that in this instance fame had fallen short of the truth. And added that he did not doubt her seeing them all in due time well disposed of in marriage. This gallantry was not much to the taste of some of his hearers. But Mrs. Bennet, who quarrelled with no compliments, answered most readily. You are very kind, I am sure, and I wish with all my heart it may prove so, for else they will be destitute enough. Things are settled so oddly. You allude, perhaps, to the entail of this estate? Ah, sir, I do indeed. It is a grievous affair to my poor girls, you must confess. Not that I mean to find faults with you, or for such things I know are all chance in the world. There is no knowing how estates will go when once they come to be entailed. Entailed, quite! What does this fucking word mean? I am very sensible, madame, of the hardship to my fair cousin, and could say much on the subject, but that I am cautious of appearing forward and precipitate. But I can assure the young ladies that I come prepared to admire them. Oh yeah, I've come prepared to admire them. You shouldn't be telling their mother this. At present, I will not say more. I just want to admire them. But perhaps when we are better acquainted, I can't tell you. It's going to be so crazy. He was interrupted by a summons to dinner, and the girls smiled on each other. Yeah, totally. Dinner, food. Everyone loves food. It's such the ease breaker. Or I should say the entailed breaker. Yeah, entailed breaker. What do you want? You want to stay up there. You're gonna stay up there. 'Cause you like it. Oh yeah, scratchy, scratchy. Scratchy, scratchy. Scratchy. Okay, anyway, she hates when I mess with her. She just... Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. You look comfy as fuck. You should chill out. Yeah, she's got a little redness. You can see that. You know, redness. Yeah? You got no redness? Okay. He was interrupted by a summons to dinner. The girls smiled on each other. They were not the only object of Mr. Cullen's admiration. The hall, the dining room, and all its furniture were examined and praised. Oh, fuck yes. I know, right? And his commendation of everything would have touched Mrs. Bennet's heart, but for the mortifying supposition of his viewing it all as his own future property. Weird. The dinner, too, in its turn, was highly admired. Okay, well, let me finish this chapter and then you can get down, okay? We can go out and do stuff, okay? We can go have fun. Do the fun things. And he begged. Get it? Begged. You want to get down? You get down. Fucking get down. Don't just lay there and whine. I don't know what you want. I fed you. It's tough. You can't read dogs' minds. The dinner, too, in its turn, was highly admired, and he begged to know to which of his fair cousins the excellency of its cooking was owing. But here he was set right by Mrs. Bennet, who assured him with some asperity that they were very well able to keep a good cook, and that her daughters had nothing to do in the kitchen. He begged pardon for having displeased her. In a softened tone, she declared herself not at all offended, but he continued to apologize for about a quarter of an hour. So, I guess this guy's just, nobody likes him for some reason. But he's swooping in at the right time to pluck up a daughter for himself. They're so gross. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, this is Gamora, and she clearly doesn't like being in the videos, so... So, hey, if you want me to check out some more of my... You want me to check out some more of my videos, just ask and I shall watch some of my videos. If you want to check out some more of my videos, please do so. If you'd like for me to keep reading. If you would like for me to keep reading, please check out some more of my videos. Take one. Well, anyway, check out the subscribe button right there and hit me up with some comments down below. Tell me what you think. Say hi to Gamora. I will give her a hug if you want. Each one, whatever. I'll try to bring her into more videos. Maybe she'll be chill with that. I don't know. Well, guess that's it. So I hope y'all had a great time, and I'll see you tomorrow.